Hi, I'm Davina Frederick. Welcome to Wealthy Woman Lawyer. Today, I want to talk about a topic that's been coming up a lot lately on social media and in conversations I'm having with my colleagues and my friends, women business owners across the spectrum, not just women law firm owners, but women coaches and so many people who are in the service industries. And that is this feeling of overwhelm where you just want to shut yourself off from the world for a day or a week. You just wake up one morning and you can't do it anymore. Maybe it's because of the pandemic and all that's going on in the world and all the political things that are going on in the world. And the feeling of unrest and anxiety seems to really be permeating throughout our culture, especially for those of us who are in the caring professions and people who are empathic and really help other people solve their problems. So we're constantly bombarded every day with helping other people solve problems. And so if you're a woman law firm owner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so I wanted to talk about what to do in those kinds of situations when you feel like that's it, I can't take it anymore, and I just want to shut myself away from the world. So there are a couple different uh, answers to that problem, I would say. One, and some underlying things that I want you to take a look at. So one is if you are, if this is something that you do frequently and you find yourself doing it more often than not, and if you're not really sure how often you're doing this, I would encourage you to really write it down and start making notes. Every time you have a day like this, or a week like this, or a month like this, or whatever, I want you to write it down and make a note of it on your calendar that today I just couldn't do it. I canceled everything and I stayed home. And after a while, go back and take a look and see how frequently you are engaging in this behavior of canceling, canceling your day, canceling your commitments to others that you made for that day. And that's going to tell you if this is really a pattern with you. And if it's a pattern with you, then the answer is going to be a lot different than if it's just kind of something infrequently that comes up for you. So if it's a pattern with you, you might want to really start asking yourself some hard questions about your life and your career and what it is and how you spend your days and whether or not it's meaningful enough to you and important enough to you to continue putting yourself under that kind of strain and pressure. Or if there's some changes you need to make in your life, whether that's your business, your career, other people you're surrounding with yourself with, your social media, your community, take a look at and ask yourself, what is really going on here? I tend to do this frequently. I go, 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 and then I pull back and I just shut myself off from the world because that's the only way that I feel like I can cope, right? And obviously, there's always the option of seeking um, support and help through a professional counselor or therapist. A coach can certainly support you if you're looking at your business and saying, I want to make some changes in my business, or if you have a relationship that's bothering you, that you could talk with a relationship coach. If there are things that are external that are going on and you want to make changes, then a coach is great for that. But if it's an underlying pattern in your life that may be related to your mental health and your mental well-being, then by all means do seek professional help from a counselor or a therapist. Um, and then on the flip side of that, so there are those who pull away and hide themselves away. And we may say to ourselves, we're empaths and we're soaking up other people's energy, or we are introverts, and so we get energy from our quiet time, and we haven't been getting enough quiet time. And those are very valid thoughts and reasons. And if you're doing this kind of infrequently, then it may be that you're an introvert and you've just hit your limit and you really need some alone time. And that can be really hard right now, I know, for a lot of you who have children, young children at home, and it's getting very crowded in your life. You don't have that time that you could take away because everybody's sort of quarantined at home. And I know that's difficult, but that's a different kind of thing than feeling like I just can't cope with this. I don't want to do this anymore. And so if you need that time alone, then you may need to talk with your spouse, talk with your friends and say, I really need some time just to be alone uh, and fill myself with new energy so that I can go out in the world and do my best. And if you're happy day to day doing what you're doing, but you just have those times when you're exhausted, then you may want to take a look at that. If you're an empath and you feel like you really absorb other people's energy, then you really should learn some techniques. There are some techniques I could teach you. There are techniques that other people can teach you to help you shield yourself and protect yourself and cut that negative energy and really reprogram your thoughts and your way of being in the world so that you're a little more protected and not just walking around like an open wound, sucking in all of that salt, that's going on in the world right now. So those are some things to do if you're that. If you're the kind of person though, who you're just you rarely take that time off and you gut through it, and it's time for you to, you know, you've got to work and you make commitment to people and you're just going to plow through it no matter what, no matter how you're feeling. Then the flip side of that is I would encourage you to start taking notes on how often you do that, how often you feel like you are really exhausted and tired, but you just plow through anyway because people are depending on you and people are counting on you. Because the flip side of the person who just shuts themselves away and hides and cancels all commitments and is the person who says, well, I feel like I just need to show up. Everybody's counting on me and it's not good. The show can't go on without me, right? And if you're that kind of person, then really start taking note of how often you do that and consider a different perspective. Consider that you are you can show up in the world with a whole lot more if you give yourself some time away to replenish and do what you need to do to nurture yourself and take better care of yourself. I know that a lot of people use the term self-care, and some people use self-care as an excuse to not do what it is that they say that they want to do. And really the issue is that they really don't want what it is that they say that they want. And it's not really about self-care, other than it's about self-care that they're not doing the work to figure it out what it is that they really want for themselves, right? But it's not a matter of I need time away just to replenish because I've been giving too much to other people and not enough grace to myself, right? So my answer to that question is, what do I do if I just want to shut myself away? As you can tell, is multifaceted and multi-parts because it really depends on why you're doing what you're doing. And the best way to sort of figure out why you're doing what you're doing is to start by looking at how frequently you do it, what types of things trigger you to take those actions, and then really take a deep look and ask yourself some hard questions about, is what I have going on in my life satisfying, and does it make me happy? Do I enjoy my days, or do I just dread getting up every day? Do I hate Mondays? Right? And if that's you and you really want to change your business and maybe your business is draining you and you really want to make some changes there, I could certainly help you with that. That's something I've helped clients with before, and I'd love to be able to help you with it if it's something that you're just unsatisfied with the growth of your business, with the amount of money that you're making, or with the lack of support that you have, the lack of team, and it's feeling very draining to you, then I can help you with that. If there's some underlying, like I said, issue where you feel like you're really not doing what you need to do for your mental health, then I do encourage you to see a therapist or a counselor. And, it's important right now to really take care of ourselves. It certainly is. It's important to, there are many ways to take care of yourselves, and sometimes shutting yourself off can feel like it. But there are other ways too that you can get the support you need, where you can reach out to, like I said, professionals to help you, or you can read uplifting messages or listen to podcasts that you find uplifting and that fill you up with positive energy. Surround yourself with a community of like-minded people that fill you with positive energy. I know a lot of people think, well, I'm in this community on social media And it does, you know, I need to have a community, so I'm in this community. But sometimes in communities, what I see is a lot of people in there who want to vent. They want to vent, which means they want to dump all of their negativity and problems out to you. And they're not really solution oriented. They just want to take all this nasty, bad things that they're feeling and put them out. And while certainly there's a time and place for that, too much of that can really have a negative impact on your state of mind. And I really encourage you to be in a community where people are supportive of each other, and where instead of venting, what happens is that we talk about solutions and ways that we can fill our spirit and get what it is that we want and desire most in this world, to be happy. And I'm in other communities of women who are like this, and communities of men and women who are like this. And I also have my own community just for women law firm owners, and that is Wealthy Woman Lawyer. You can go on Facebook and look up Wealthy Woman Lawyer. And if you are a woman law firm owner or a woman lawyer who thinks she may want to have her own law firm or change her life and her business and create wealth for herself, then do ask to join that community. I have a few questions there. Answer those questions, and if you fit the profile of the community, you will be welcome with open arms there. We would love to have you and love to be a support to you in Wealthy Woman Lawyer. So if you have any questions, comments about this video, then please post in the comment section. Give me a heart or a like if you like this kind of content. If you found this helpful, do let me know, or you can send me a direct message. If you're watching this video on YouTube, then you know the drill. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos and content, or do leave your comments there, because I do read comments. I really appreciate you being part of the Wealthy Woman Lawyer community. We are here to support you in your efforts to grow and create a rich, fulfilling life that you don't want to avoid, no matter what's going on and in the outside world, that you have plenty of reserves and resources available to you. So thank you so much for watching.